So we're here. The conference is starting here in just a few minutes, and I just wanted to take a quick video to show you a little bit of what the church looks like, a little bit what the stage looks like. Get a quick pan here. This place is huge. Seen a lot of people we know already, and I'm excited to be here, to be checked in, ready to go, and this is going to be great. If we learn anything new, I'm sure we will. We'll update you guys, but so just grateful to be here. The Lord found a way for us to be here where He, through someone sponsored us, paid for us to be here, and I'm really grateful for that. Otherwise, I may not have been able to make it, and so God's been gracious my whole life and been gracious in this season, and I'm just learning to exist in the will that He will already be acting on. So sometimes, when it comes to the will of God, it's easier just to go along with what His plan is anyways. Sometimes it takes us longer to figure that out, and I'll speak for myself, but I know many people are like that. It takes us longer to just figure out that God has always been good. He's always got a good plan for us that's better than what I could ever come up with. So we're starting here in about 9 minutes. So I just thought I would show you the room a little bit, update you guys. Maybe I'll get some more shots of the worship and preaching or something. So stay in tune. I'll update this video as quickly as I can. Maybe tonight. We'll see what happens. So God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Thank you if you guys leave a comment, like, share, do all the things. And I appreciate you guys' support on here so far. And this is a fun journey, and we're only just beginning. We're only just starting here. So thank you for watching the Garden Podcast, where we cultivate our faith one verse at a time. All right, so we just got done with our second service tonight and just got back to the Airbnb. And I just wanted to share a brief message. I know I'm not really filming like the services and all that because I don't really want to have my phone in my face. One of the messages was about Paul's missionary journey in Acts and mentions it in 2 Corinthians and Ephesians and all the verses he was talking about in the sermon. And basically, he has several shipwrecks, and I wrote down in my notebook, I wonder how many of us would give up after the first shipwreck. And so the message was mainly about how we have hurt and pain and suffering in this life that we live, but a lot of people give up way too quickly. Paul literally gets stoned and is basically dead. Whatever translation you go with, I think he pretty much died. But then he comes back to life and goes back into the same city from the people that just stoned him. And to me, I'm like, we need that kind of tenacity. And so another main point of the message was how basically he asked the question of do you think ministry is hard? And the pastor said no. It's was kind of annoying at first. I'm like, what do you mean ministry is not hard? And his point was life gets hard sometimes, but ministry is worth it because ministry is a privilege. And I was like, And we talked about this earlier in the car, but basically the word passion means suffering. And so whatever you're passionate about, you're going to be willing to suffer for. And I just remember that tonight, going forward, how ministry is worth it because Jesus is worth it. And so living for Him is worth all the suffering, all the heartache, all the failed relationships and friendships and people turning their back on you, because guess what? Everything that can happen to you in ministry that can be negative, it happened to Jesus. But Jesus said, I can't remember the verse, Jesus said, "Take heart, I have overcome the world." He said, you will have trouble. And some people like he mentioned it tonight, that, man, Jesus seemed kind of negative. And he's like, yeah, kind of, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And so we were never promised an easy life. We were never promised an easy ministry, but great is your reward in heaven. And one day we get to give those rewards back to Jesus. Don't settle for a reward here on earth. That's not good enough for me. I want my rewards to be in heaven. So thank you for watching the Garden Podcast. where we cultivate our faith one verse at a time.